Got my banners hanging up. Got the one for my car. Got the one for Car Mob's car. And I got my Determined Veteran poster. And look at this, I hooked this up. You can see at the top left there. Got my Determined Veteran decal on there to cover up the Hell Horse Performance logo because, yeah, he kind of did our veterans wrong. I'll just leave it at that, and yeah, so it looks better with that decal on it anyway. But yeah, man, shout out to Car Mob and Determined Veteran for hooking me up, man. What's going on, and welcome back. So again, we are out of the shop, about to work on the Nova. We got some things to do. So if you caught one of the last videos on this car, I did the pressure reduction modification to the power steering pump. So now I got to put that pump on the car. And I did say in that video I was going to paint the pump, but I don't think I'm going to paint it. You really can't see it that much, and you know, that may help me to identify a leak later on if it's not painted black. I don't know, we'll see. But once I get the old pump out, I'm gonna see what it looks like unpainted. You know, I may change my mind, who knows. But anyway, I gotta get the old one out to get the new one in, and I've got to get the pulley off of it. That might prove to be a little tricky, but we'll see. I don't know if I have the tools here to pull it off and to put it back on. I can't remember, it's been so long since I did that. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, let's get started. Let's get this pump off and let's see what we can do. All right, so as you can see, I got the old power steering pump out. And let's see if I can get you a shot, but you can tell the back side was all wet. So it's leaking out of the back seal. I'm assuming there's a seal back there, but that's where it's leaking from. There is my made up adapter fitting from, I believe it was a Corvette power steering line, adapted at a local hydraulic shop. Actually welded this piece onto it, so it works out really well. But man, yeah, we got that out, and I got to try to get this pulley off to get the new pump installed. So man, but that was the problem there, leaking on the back side of the pump. And let's get this new one on and try not to make a mess. All right, so got the new power steering pump installed. Focus, there we go. It's down there. I did decide to leave it unpainted, just so that, you know, maybe it will help me identify a leak if it leaks again. You know, I don't know. But, and it is kind of cold out here. I didn't want to paint it, you know, in cold temperature, so I think it'll look fine. I know it doesn't quite match the theme, but you know, once the pulley's on there, you really won't be able to see much of it. So yeah, we got that on. Everything went back together, you know, as it should, no problem there. So now I get to try to remove the pulley from the old pump. That's not gonna be fun probably, but let me see what I can do with that, and we'll be back. All right, y'all, so as luck would have it, I'm unable to get this pulley off, and I'm not sure if you can see it. I don't have the correct puller, and it looks like right in here, it's bending this pulley up. So instead of fighting with that one, I'm just gonna go ahead and order another pulley, get it on the way. They're cheap, they're like 20 bucks, 22 bucks, so just gonna get another one coming and put it on, because this one actually, when I first put it on, you know, it's got some dings in it, some nicks, so instead of messing with that and then trying to paint it or something, yeah, I'm just gonna get a new one. So that is gonna do it for today on the power steering pump, but let's see what else we can get into. I do need to work on the wiring some more, so let's get into that. All right, y'all, so I feel like I haven't really gotten much accomplished today, but I mean, I kind of have, but I've had some setbacks. So I do want to show one thing. I did start mounting the transmission cooler. So let me see if I can get under here and show you that. And it is going to mount, I don't even know if you can see that. Trying to get it in view, it's hard to see because there is no light down here, but if you can see that, that is where the transmission cooler is going to sit on the passenger outside of the frame rail. This is a, I don't know if you call it cylindrical cooler, I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that'll work out pretty well because the transmission is just right on the other side and we can run the lines to it, but I think that'll work. So let's see what else I did. Let's see, did get the O2 sensor installed on the driver's side. The Terminator X only uses one O2 sensor. It's a wideband. And I don't know if I can get you in there to see it. Not really. All right, so if you can see right there is the O2 sensor. And also, I mounted the speed sensor, ran the wire for it. It is wired up, ready to go, so that's good. And we'll give you a shot inside the car. It's still a wiring mess. This is all gonna get cleaned up. No worries there, but right now I have to leave it all out so I can make sure that I get everything wired up that needs to be wired. So. And I got some wires hanging down there. Everything is back behind the glove box there. But it's been kind of hit and miss today on getting stuff done. I should have some things coming tomorrow that I should be able to hook up, and that's what I'm looking at here. So as you can see, the air intake, the throttle body, everything is off, and you might wonder why, because this guy, he has to be connected to manifold air temperature. So since there is not one, I have to create one. So I've got a sensor coming and a drill and tap coming as well. And I believe I'm going to put that right here. I think that should work out pretty well. I've got to cut this vacuum nipple off and drill and tap that for the sensor. And that should be a good spot right there. Guy suggested that on Facebook. That's how he's running his. He said it works really well. But that is going to do it for me today. I think I'll just keep this video going. There won't be a whole lot to see tomorrow or later in this video. Waiting for the parts to come in so we can continue doing this tomorrow and hopefully get a few more things done that need to be done and make a little bit of progress. But anyway, stick around. All right, y'all, so it is the next day for me. And we've come out to tackle this sensor installation. And like I said previously, this is the connection for it, is the manifold temperature. They call them MAT, manifold air temperature sensor is what they call it. But what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to try to cut this off, drill it out, and tap it so the sensor will sit right there. I think that's the best spot, in my opinion, for my setup. Let me see what I can do about getting this cut off and drilled out and then get it tapped, and I'll show you how it comes out. All right, so we have successfully drilled and tapped the intake manifold. As you can see, the nipple is gone and there are threads in there now. Man, that turned out great, actually. That's gonna work awesome. And I don't know if you can see the light in there. Probably not, but anyway, we've got that done. So that is cool. Let me get this sensor installed and we can install the throttle body back on there and maybe the intake tube. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so it was a success. So there's the sensor installed and the wire run to it. I think that'll be okay. I do plan on having some kind of custom engine cover made for this so that, you know, you won't see like this and that and, you know, various things on top of the manifold. You won't see that stuff, hopefully. But man, I think that works out pretty good. Actually ran the wire, as you can see, right through there, down below the intake to the other side there, where it is attached to the rest of the harness. I'll show you that. You can see a lot of that right here. I don't like how it's all bunched up there, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, we got it installed. This is what I was waiting on to crank the car back up. So now that that's in, I'm gonna go through and see what else, you know, I need to do before I can crank up the car. I think I've got everything. I think I do, but I don't know, we'll see. But looks like that's gonna be for another video. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So we'll wrap this one up here and move on to the next video next time. So like I said, that's gonna do it for this video. Made some progress. Getting that sensor in the intake manifold was a big step in my opinion, because I need that in order to crank the engine, like I said. So, but I'm gonna go through, see what else needs to be done, and maybe on the next video, I'll be able to crank it up and you know, go through the basic settings on the Terminator X and man, get that done. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that and ready to get everything buttoned up in the engine bay so I can move on to the suspension, move on to the brakes, and get this car back on the ground. So anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we'll see you on the next one.